fireside at Cannon Beach. If someone could give me a thumbs up in the comments if you can hear me okay, that would be awesome. Let me know how you guys are doing and where you're joining me from. And we'll just give it a couple minutes. Hi, Holly. Great to see you on. Hope you guys can hear me. Holly, let me know if you can hear me okay. Sound is good. Okay, good. That's okay. No cares in the world today. Look at this. It's just beautiful. There's other people having fires on the beach. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful here. Hi, Jana from High River. Great to see you on. And Melissa, great to see you. Awesome. Elizabeth. Good. Thank you for hopping on, you guys. It's great to see you on here. I thought it's been a while since I've done a live, and I'm sure you'd rather be staring at my view of the sunset. I figured maybe we can catch the sunset together. My little fire on the beach. This is what heaven looks like to me. I actually have a painting very similar to this. And the reason why I bought it, I told my husband, that looks like God. That's what God looks like to me. It's just beautiful here. Cannon Beach is my favorite little slice of heaven. So yeah, I wanted to share it with you guys. A little check-in and see how everyone's doing, because from the sound of it, there's a lot of people that are having a lot of upheaval in their life right now. And I gotta tell you, stay in peace. Ask for grace and ease to get through it with grace and ease if that's you right now. Because that's all we can do is really sit back and find our peace through the storm, right? So Christina, beautiful beach view. Yes, I love it. I love it here. This is Cannon Beach. And I'll show you. Big rock is over here. That's the famous rock that you see at the end of the Goonies movie, where they're coming out with One-Eyed Willie's treasure. That's the rock in the background. But apparently, the movie was filmed in Astoria, which is about half an hour from here. And so that's gonna be tomorrow. We'll drive through all the little seaside towns and go check out a bunch more places. Isn't that beautiful? So I figured you'd want to stare at the ocean instead of staring at me. Oh, I hope my fire's not going out. I love this. And in this moment, we are all connected. I may be experiencing this here, but in this moment, you are all with me. And it's funny because I always say to my family, my boys and my husband, I say, you know when you're gonna watch all my YouTube videos of my bucket list adventure, watch it when I'm dead and you miss my voice, you miss hearing from me. So it is nice to have that recording of this moment in time that I can look back on and say, I did that, I went there. So my husband and I are on a road trip. We decided to just get in the truck and drive. And if we make it down to the Redwood Forest, that's where I want to go. But if I don't make it there, that's okay too. So, but that's our aim, is the Redwood Forest, so I can go hug some ancient trees. Take the shoes off and get your feet dirty. I did, but it's a little cold. I actually have my coat on. As my husband sits in shorts, I have my coat on. Hi, Georgette. Good to see you on. Thanks so much for jumping on my ocean view, my ocean experience. Okay, you guys want me to take my shoes? It's cold, but I'm gonna get my feet dirty and cold. But you know what though? Since we are all connected in this moment, okay, I'll take my shoes off for you. See what I do for you guys? Okay, there, I'm barefoot. Now you want to go walk in it, don't you? So you can all feel the energy of the sand. Okay, I'm walking in the sand. I'm not getting my feet wet. I'm not going in the ocean. That's where I draw the line. But we'll walk over to the ocean as long as I don't. Ew, 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 look. Look at the crab claw. Ew. We saw some really gross jellyfish today. It looked just nasty. So I'm not going to go too close to the water. But there's my toes in the sand. Just for you, Liz. This is Cannon Beach. Just my little fire. It was a warm day today, but it wasn't 40 degrees like Spokane was the other day. Let's see if we can find any more jellyfish. Ew, there's one. See? Look, you see it? Right there. There, that's a jellyfish. Yuck, there's one. See? Ew. They're littered. See? That is a jellyfish, right? Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that slimy looking gross thing right there is a jellyfish. Ugh. There's another one out there. My feet are in the sand for you guys. How is everybody doing? You guys are hanging in there? Big green orb just flew by. That's it. I'll have to rewind and watch. It could be, though, it could be one of those light refractors or refractions or whatever from the sun. But I'll have to go back and look. So, Georgette, you're feeling really tired lately. It's weird out there. I got to tell you, so here's what I've been picking up. There's a lot of people that are very easily astral traveling at night right now. Coming out of your body, slipping out of your form is super easy. And when you do that, it takes a lot of energy when you're doing that at night. So if you're waking up exhausted or feeling very floaty, half out of your body, can't think straight, confused, walked into the kitchen but you don't know why, that kind of an energy, it could be that you're doing a lot of work in the astral and you don't realize it. I catch myself out of my body all the time at night lately. And those are the days that I've noticed the pattern of when I wake up absolutely exhausted. So you might be fighting out there in the fourth and fifth dimension and don't know it, because you guys, even the average person is going interdimensional right now. You don't even need to really try. It's just happening. And I think it's because on a global scale, we're shifting big time, right? Everybody knows that there's something up. You can feel it. It doesn't matter how skeptical a person is. It's happening. And it's not, the fourth and fifth dimension isn't something that we can see, touch, face, it's it's a state that you phase into when you come out of your body. And when you're out, it's just as real as when you're in it. And you wake up and it feels like it was a dream to the average person, but to someone who knows what they're doing and has done it, while they're awake, they know what it is. Because when you're in it, you can control it. You can gain access to information very easily. So anyways, Georgette, I bet you that's what you're doing. And a lot of it, I think, has to do with switching timelines. We're shifting. There's a lot happening in other dimensions that in the dimension, just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. So woke up confused today. I didn't know where I was, but I'm also in a city right now. Oh, interesting. Kresha, you're in Bandon, Oregon? Oh, is that close to where, to Cannon Beach? I don't know much about Oregon. We've just literally got in the truck and drove and decided, well, we loved Cannon Beach last time, but I'll tell you why I loved Cannon Beach. There used to be a treasure shop here where there was a couple who used to do treasure dives, and then they sold their treasures that they found. And I was able to get, I think it's called a mite, M-I-T-E. It was the change or the money that they were using back in biblical times. And anyways, they made it into jewelry and stuff. And it's like, ooh, you never know. Mary could have sent Jesus to the store for bread. Maybe I'm touching something that he touched. So I loved that they did that. And so they had a beautiful shop here in Cannon Beach. And unfortunately, when I came back 10 years later, it's gone. So that's really sad. I gotta watch where I'm walking, you guys. Anyways, okay, where were we? Anything else that you gotta know? I just feel like I haven't checked in with my YouTube people in a while, so I figure it's time. But once I sit down and I'll let you guys stare at the ocean again instead of me. Hang on 1 second. Let me do this. Okay, what do you guys want to know? What else can I tell you? I feel like my brain has been shut off for the last couple of weeks. I'll tell you this though. So next month on August 3rd, I will be taking off to go to Ireland, my Europe bucket list trip. So last year I met my mother's family for the first time. I had an amazing experience. They are totally my people. And so I'm going to go back and I'm going to go stay with them this time. And so I'm going to go stay in Dublin for a few days, and then I'm going to get on the flight, go to England, and I'm going to go do some ghost hunting. And it'll be at times like 2 and 3 a.m. In England, but because you guys are 7 hours behind, you won't stay up till 2 or 3 a.m. to watch me. So it'll be at a decent time. And my friend Carol is all about a good ghost hunt, and so am I, proving the paranormal. That's what we're going to try and do. Try and get as much on tape as we can. And then from England, I'm going to go to Paris and go to the tunnels where Princess Di, where her accident was, and maybe do a session there if I can. Okay, Georgette, yes, I was waiting for that question to come up. So, do I have any thoughts on the attempted assassination on Trump? Yes. So, this video might be censored because I said that word, but anyways, yes. So I kind of called it, both Susan and I did last month, saying, the Democrats will stop at nothing in order to make sure that he doesn't get in. And that's exactly what I was referring to. And if you rewind that video, at the beginning of the video, you'll hear Susan talking about it. Anyways, you'll hear Susan and what she's got to say about it. And when I rewatched it, it was like, yeah, that's she hit the nail on the head with that. So I definitely think that this was an inside job. I think they need to look at Nancy Pelosi, because that woman reeks evil. Like, I'm telling you, her auric field is just dirty with negativity. And so I'm just telling you that these Democrats will stop at nothing to make sure that Trump doesn't get in. So that's what I think. I don't very much about U.S. politics, so I don't want to claim I do in any way. But I definitely, it feels like an inside job, and it feels like it was. Now, here's an interesting thing that I was reading that had said that, you know, all these charges that Trump came up on and found guilty of, he's got presidential immunity. And Biden made the statement. So Trump can basically go kill someone and have presidential immunity. And then not even a week later, that incident happened. So I think that that is very interesting, because if Biden was behind this in any way, it would have to come straight from him. I think, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi has something to do with this. But if it did come from him, does he have presidential immunity? Because he thinks he's doing it on the better half of the country? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Right? Because if Biden ordered it and said, well, you know, Trump was treasonous, or I was saving the country from whatever he thinks doing, he also would have presidential immunity, right? So just thoughts, just my little kind of take on things. What do you guys think? How does that ring with you? What do you guys think that was? Because apparently the boy who did it was on a BlackRock commercial. Another thing too is that, you know, is that person actually not here anymore? Is he unalived? It's like the purge in real life. Okay, interestingly that, because I was on Jason Shurka's, I gotta get closer there, it's getting cold. I was on Jason Shurka's channel, and I said to him, I go, you watch, this stuff that's coming out is like next level Hollywood. That's what it just means. Like, we're watching is next level Hollywood, but in real life. You know, like, think of, I gotta tell you, the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp whole situation didn't feel right to me. That felt totally staged, like next level Hollywood. So I don't know what's going on here, but I feel like the whole Hollywood is really trying to up itself. And yeah, you can put another log on the fire. You might end up in the shot. Here, I'll turn it away. I have my little fire fairies feeding the fire for me, trying to keep me warm. Okay, Patty says, do you think like an angel intervened because I saw? Yes, absolutely. That was 100% heavenly intervention, if I've ever seen it. Like, I watched a video where they slowed it right down, and it was literally a head tilt, a last nanosecond head tilt that saved him, right? So yeah, that was absolutely divine intervention, 100%. But that's the thing, when you are protected by God, you're protected by God. You really, really, really are. Like, how could the guy have missed, right? Exactly. I feel like the boy they say was responsible isn't all truthful. Yeah, something doesn't feel right there either with me. because apparently, like I said, the kid who apparently did it was in a BlackRock commercial. So you got to follow the money, right? You got to follow the money. Was that a real bullet in his gun, but fake bullets in the guns that shot him? I don't know. I'm just throwing out theories because something doesn't feel right there. And as you can see, I'm on vacation, so I'm trying to turn my brain off and not give messages. I had to give a message though to the lady at the front desk of our hotel, but I'm trying not to look too deep into things and just, enjoy my time by the ocean, by the fire. Yeah, something doesn't smell right. It's not sitting right with me. If it's not sitting right with you, it's a reason. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on right now. So the truth is what you feel, not what you see. Trust that. Honestly, trust that. Trust that in all things. Because I'm not just talking about I'm talking about in your life too. If something doesn't feel right, what is Spirit trying to show you? Right? Because the voice of Spirit is your feelings. It's not what you see. This world is very deceptive. So you gotta live with your gut, and it won't steer you wrong. Because we all know what we're here to do. It's programmed into every cell of our body, our life force energy. We are finely designed and programmed machines. We know our programming, and we'll know it by what we feel, right? Not by what we see. So trust that. I'm right now, because it's about to get weird. And you know what? I said it was going to get weird this year, right around the summertime. I think both Susan and I said that right around the second half of 2024, that's when we're going to see things really go crazy. Now, I pray that the States holds it together, and I think they're doing a beautiful job of that, because it could have turned ugly very quickly. But I'm glad that it didn't, because we don't need to be feeding into the energy right now, right? That's the last thing that we need. And I think that in a way they might even be trying to put states in a civil war, right? Holly, I'm struggling with finding my life's purpose. Lately the energy is super heavy and I'm stressed and tense. So I'm going to tell you something. Find your first. All you'll do is attract static to you if you're in that state of anxiety or depression or anything like that. Find your peace first, then just come. They really, really do. It's almost like prayer. I used to pray when I was really, really stressed out. I'd scream at God and never hear any answers. But yet, when I took the few to settle my mind, center my mind, body, soul, get it together, take a deep breath, close my eyes, and just tune in, that's when the answers came. So that's what I encourage you to do, because finding your life's purpose, show up every day. That's all you can do. And then tune in to the vibration of what brings you happiness every day. The check. If it's not bringing you happiness, that's when you know change needs to take place, right? How does your soul feel? Because you're in charge of it. So if you feel like change is needed, evaluate where it's calling to you. Evaluate it. Sit back, become objective, right? Because if you feed into the heavy energy, we still have a choice. We can be on death row, right? The worst of worst places, no one can take our house from us. So find that first. And it will eliminate the static that is happening, because there is a lot of heaviness out there right now. A lot of people have reached out to me in the last few days saying that they've had big life things that they needed immediate help with, and the greatest advice that I can give is find your peace, because when you're feeling that struggle, it is your soul out of alignment with what it's here to do, right? So evaluate, come to a place of neutrality and peace, and then start asking questions. Okay. Okay, let me scroll back. There was a few messages that came in. Okay, what's weird is I feel since 2019, people who are here to do bad things are collectively unleashing dark energy, and the good people who are here to do good things are collectively working to stop them. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Totally. And here's the weirdest thing. Not only is that physical 3D fight happening right in us, it's happening in the fourth and fifth and higher dimensions as well. So before you go to bed at night, make sure that you're putting on that armor of God, that you're asking your angels to guard, guide, protect you. You know, don't go to sleep without saying your prayers, because that's where attacks can happen. It's happening in all the dimensions right now. Hey, Kelly, great to see you on here. Yay! Kelly Chapman's in the house. Holly, thank you, Patricia, for those kind words. I appreciate them, and I'll try my best to implement them in my life. Meditate. Come back to your peace, girl. I mean that. Find your peace. Nothing is worth losing your peace and your patience and your grace and ease for. It's not. And I mean that with relationships. I mean that with jobs. I mean that. Whatever needs shifting in your life, if it feels out of alignment, it is. So listen to that. And then ask the answers on what your next step is. And they'll come, they'll show you. The universe will reveal itself, I promise. Christy, at night, listen to symbols on YouTube. The frequencies will change by morning. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Jana, me too, Christy. It's amazing what a difference it is. Yes, it's the subconscious at work. It is. Totally is. Like I said, there's a lot going on in so many different dimensions right now. So just hang in there. Hang in there. Find your peace. And Neuro Institute has a really amazing app called the Expand app. I listen to that every night falling asleep. I think it's like $86 a year. I got a 6-month free membership to it when I went to their course back in February, but I'm just going to keep getting it because it's a really excellent app. And their frequencies that you can, they're scientific, they work. You feel it immediately. I also count down from 16 and change bad thoughts immediately. I'm old. I've done a lot of spiritual work on myself. Oh, Christy, I love it. But I love it. I love it. I do my ass check. That's what I say. Okay, where's my bum? Wiggle my bum. I'm in my body. Here I am. Okay, focus. Only on this now moment. And then pulls me back in. Because if you can't enjoy the now, you can't wait for that enjoyment to come to you later. It's now or never. It really is. It's always the now. So, love you guys. Love you back too, Christy. You got it. You got it. You should be teaching this stuff. And honestly, when you do find that peace, everything comes into alignment. It's literally like you can hear it so much easier. You can hear your guides and hear your angels. You learn to put yourself into a bubble. Oh, here's a piece of advice. Here's a piece of advice. I think I'm going to promote this in one of my newsletters because it's a gooder, you guys. Here's a gooder. Live your life in a way that you never have to lie about anything. Think about that. How many people out there tell lies or live in lies? And then if you think of the vibration of lies, then you have to lie to cover it up. You're always living in fear of being found out, right? That's the one thing that I do is I try to live my life as clean as I can in a way that if someone questioned me, I wouldn't be ashamed, That's a big one. Because a clean consciousness, you can sleep really well. You can. You're not looking over your shoulder, right? So live your life in a way you don't have to lie about anything. That's a big one. So whoever needed to hear that, just saying, clean it up. Time to clean it up. And if that's a tough one, moving forward from this moment on, live life in a way that you never have to tell another lie. You know, lies are definitely hard to remember. I got a crap memory as it is. I couldn't imagine having to keep lies straight. So, yeah, live your truth. Oh, that's their way of saying it. See, the words just come. Live, and then you don't have to lie about it. So, anything else that you guys want to know? I really wanted to talk about the Trump thing, and I'm glad you guys can smell that fishiness as well, because it's not adding up whatsoever with that attempt. And I would not doubt if there is another one before November. I pray not. I pray not. But here's the thing: is that the guy is protected. The guy is protected. The guy is protected. And I personally know how weird protection can come in when it comes in from the angelic realm. So with him, it was the littlest, slightest head move, head tilt, and he was safe. Let me guys tell you a story how angels protected me and my house. It was crazy. So we moved to a new neighborhood in Calgary. We moved to a really nice neighborhood in Calgary that apparently cars get prowled and houses get prowled. Ouch. Sorry, just got a ash fell on my foot. Anyways, I never had my house or my car ever broken into before. But it didn't matter. I always parked my vehicles in the garage, and we lock our doors at night. So anyways, I come home from work one day, and I go to open my garage, and my garage door wasn't working. And I was like, what the heck? So I go in the house, and my electricity isn't on. So I call up NMAX, and it was a brand new neighborhood that we moved into with no numbers on the doors, no numbers on the addresses yet. And so anyways, I call up NMAX and say, hey, my electricity is not working. What's going on here? And they say to me, after half an hour of trying to figure out what was going on, they got the address. It should have been the neighbor's house that had just sold, or people were moving in, where it was. And so they say to me, don't worry, we'll send someone out within the next hour to restore your electricity. So in the meantime, like I said, I had to park outside on the driveway because the garage didn't work. So long story short, the guy didn't come that night. So I wake up in the morning, electricity's still not on. So I call NMAX, and now I'm getting mad, right? It's 9 a.m., gotta go to work. My shower is cold because I have one of those electric, I don't know, saves power water heaters, so had a cold shower. And so I called and said, come home, you got to deal with this. And so anyway, I'm coming out of my house, and I'm pulling up to the driveway, and he sees that my door of my vehicle is open. And he's like, did you not lock your car last night? I don't know, I guess not. So I look in, my compartments are all left open, everything's thrown everywhere, but nothing. I had a silver chain in the little part in the middle, and I had changed there as well. Nothing got stolen. And then I looked. The only thing that was stolen was my garage door opener. And I thought to myself, oh my God, the one day in my life that Ed messes up, my electricity doesn't work, so they can't open my garage. The one day, that was the day that my garage door opener was stolen from the car. So funny enough, my youngest son is an amazing remote viewer as well. He says to me, he goes, Mom, I'll find it. I know how to astral project. I'm going to astral project. I'm going to look and I'm going to find it. So the next morning, he, walking to school, he literally walks right up to the garage door opener. It was sitting on top of, it was sitting by the car wash bays, and sitting the part where you put in the numbers. And he said he saw it. He saw it. That's how we got back. I still have the garage door opener. It's in my car, but my vehicles go inside my garage. And if that was to ever happen again, I know better now. I take my garage door opener out of my car. So, anyways, that's how angels protected me, and I could thank them enough for watching me and my family. Because what would I have in a home invasion? What would I have done? You know, what would any of us done? It makes me wonder, because it's not like in Canada we're allowed to be armed or anything like that. So I just thank God I was protected. So always, every morning, get into the habit of asking for your angels and the Holy Spirit to guard, guide, and protect you, and to walk with you, to talk to you throughout the day. Turn up the volume on your guide team. And I'm not talking religion, you guys. It's literally like a radio station you can turn on, and when you ask, you will literally receive downloads from that deity that you're asking from. I don't care if it's Krishna or Jesus or Buddha. They're all out there. Ask. Have a conversation with Buddha. It's the coolest thing in the world. That consciousness is out there. It is. And like I said, when you project yours into that right frequency so that you can merge with their vibration, it's like instant downloads. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody with described, but anyways, okay. Now I'm just yapping. So to cut a long story short, I'm going to take you guys on all my travels and have these little chats with you guys whenever I can. And I wanted to check in with you guys and see how everyone was doing. You know, you're all good in Calgary, stampeded out. I think it's back to normal now. I think yesterday was last day. So anyways, okay guys, I think it is time. My feet are getting a little chilly, so I'm going to give you one more shot of the ocean. Isn't that beautiful? Cold feet for you, Liz. Thanks for hanging in there and watching the whole 39 minutes with me. Just take a deep breath together. Breathe in that ocean energy. My foot's all good, Liz. It didn't burn me too bad, it just scared me. I hate saying goodbye. But, mwah! Okay guys, till next time.